Cain and Abel Mystery, Part 1, The Birth of Cain and Abel 1. God's Blessing on Humanity After the Fall. Genesis 4:1-2, KJV. Adam and Eve bear children in a fallen world. Cain, I have gotten a man from the Lord, signifies reliance on God. Abel, the younger brother and shepherd, foreshadowing Christ-like faith. 2. God's sovereignty in human life. God oversees every life from the beginning. Birth order is not God's measure of favor. Part 2. The Offerings. Worship and Hearts. 1. Cain's Offering. Genesis 4:3, KJV. Fruits of the ground. External compliance without true heart devotion. 2. Abel's Offering. Genesis 4:4, KJV. Firstlings of the flock with fat. Sacrificial heart, obedience, faith. 3. Heart versus ritual. 1 Samuel 16:7, KJV. God looks at the heart, not the outward appearance. Worship is a matter of faith and devotion. Part 3. God's response in sin 1. God's favor toward Abel. Abel's faith makes his offering acceptable, demonstrates God's principle of righteousness. 2. Cain's rejection and warning. Genesis 4:6-7, KJV. Sin crouches at the door. God gives warning and opportunity for repentance. 3. Principles for today. God disciplines, warns, and calls people to righteousness. Sin begins in the heart, often with jealousy or anger. Part 4. The Murder of Abel. 1. Cain's anger and rebellion. Genesis 4:5-8, KJV. Resentment grows without repentance. Murder is the ultimate act of sin. 2. Spiritual lessons. Jealousy leads to destructive sin. Accountability and self-control are essential. God allows free will, but warns of consequences. 3. God's mercy even after sin. Genesis 4:9-15, KJV. Cain is punished, but God marks him for protection. God's justice and mercy coexist. Part 5. The Mystery and Symbolism 1. Cain as the seed of the flesh works without faith, represents rebellion and self-reliance. 2. Abel as the seed of righteousness foreshadows Christ and faithful believers, represents obedience, worship, and faith in God. 3. Life lessons. Spiritual choices have eternal consequences. Heart matters more than action alone. Part 6. God's principles in the Cain and Abel story. 1. God judges fairly, no favoritism. Evaluation is based on heart and obedience. 2. God warns before punishment. Sin is often preceded by a divine warning. 3. God provides mercy. Even in judgment, Cain was marked and protected from vengeance. Genesis 4:15. Part 7. For believers today. 1. Worship in spirit and truth. John 4:24, KJV. God seeks true heart devotion, not ritual compliance. 2. Guarding the heart against sin. James 1:14-15, KJV. Sin begins in desire. Resist it early. 3. Rely on God's guidance. Obedience, faith, and humility produce favor. Avoid jealousy, anger, and resentment. The Cain and Abel mystery revealed God values the heart over ritual. Sin is real and destructive, but God offers warning and mercy. Abel represents faith and obedience. Cain represents rebellion and the flesh. Believers are called to learn from this story. Worship God, resist sin, and trust His guidance.